Hello, everybody. Welcome into Craft and Chat. How are you? How are you?
I'm going to scream here in a second. I don't ever have problems like this.
Well, it'll work out. Just breathe, calm down, and the more frustrated you get, the less likely it'll be to work out.
Now, behave yourself.
So we have Angela Wright and Paula Mint and Sally Stevens in here already.
Hello,
Hello.
lady.
And Chuck! How are you, Chuck? Holistic Patriots is Chuck. I've met him over on Crystal the Ernie Chicken's channel and Ganny Joe and Wildfire. Welcome in, everybody.
Hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, and if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment and let us know how you think we did or your favorite part of the evening. Bridget, of course, is spinning, if you can't tell. Which means it attached.
Yes.
Yay. And Demetra and Paula Mulford, welcome in, Huns.
I'm spinning yarn, Wildfire. I'm taking this beautiful fiber, this fluffy wool,
Ooh.
and turning it into a single ply of yarn. Hopefully, I will get this bit and this bit spun up tonight, and then I can ply this bobbin that I have working on the wheel and the bobbin that's below by my feet, and ply those two together and have a usable yarn by next week.
Now, where did you get that fiber?
This was one of my Crafty Housewife yarns, braid of the month.
Oh,
It's
you
the
love their
only
yarn.
subscription that I allow myself.
You love their fiber.
I do. I really do. And I love that it is a woman owned business. It is a small business. They
Mm-hmm.
get their fiber from small farmers or small fiber companies that deal with small American fiber growers. So it's local people helping out local people. I think it's a pretty awesome thing, you know.
I'll have to try to remember to look them up and put them in the description. Hi, Terry. How are you? 39. Oh, it's warm. It was 19 today here. You shush, Terry. Except I know where Terry lives, so 39 is cold. Cold for her. Hi, Kristen, and thank you so much for being a member for 6 months, Candy Joe. Thank you. Terry, I believe, may be my number one playlist player.
Awesome. She's
She
a very awesome lady.
for months she has been running my playlist. So oh, and Ziva just realized she's got the whole bed to herself. You nesting? She's trying to tuck herself in.
Of course.
Yeah, she is. Yep. Yes, you're
I'm more
adorable.
there to take up all the room, you know.
Ah, yeah, yeah. I don't take up all the room. I'm on the edge of the bed in the middle of the night, falling off because this 53-pound dog has taken up, 4/5 of the bed somehow.
I, I know how that works.
Yeah. And then if I move, she's like, no, I got to be right up against you, and pushes me further off the bed. Yeah. No, Demetra, I have gotten behind. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I will get that email out to you hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, that was my bad, Demetra. I am not that great with emails to begin with, and then they got away from me, and yeah.
I gotta find that oil. That squeak is driving me nuts.
I couldn't hear it.
She's not generally a squeaky lady, so.
Aw, thank you, Ganny Joe. That is so sweet. Thank you so much for that super chat. I am also working on thank you videos and lurker videos and, you know, all the things. No, Demetra. You're on top of it. I am not.
So
But I'm going to get back. What's that?
I've made some progress.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those are beautiful colors together.
It's going to be, there's two more colors, which is white and gray. So.
Oh, that'll be a great combination. What kind of yarn are you using?
Just Red Heart.
Yeah. That's pretty much what my mosaic is made of.
It's a man's blanket, so I figure it's probably best to use a good workhorse yarn because,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he's a single man, you know, so he's going to wash it in the washing machine and dry it in the dryer. He's not going to think about how to take care of it. So it's best to use something that can stand the test of time, whether it rips my hands up or not.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I've had worse, so, you know.
Okay. Where's the yarn I'm using? I must frog.
Why are we frogging?
Oh, because I'm doing my rustling leaves. Hold on. My rustling leaves blanket, which has these leaf motifs in it. Oh, look, that shows it nicely, almost like a fillet. And I did not decrease correctly on the. Hopefully it's only one row back. If it's more than that, I might weep a little. Thank you, Wildfire. Thank you, Sarah. And welcome in, Sarah. And welcome in, Dawn P. Mimon D. Crochets.
Oh, that's much better.
Best way to take care of these blankets, Chuck. Wash on gentle, dry on gentle. That's my best way. And if they get a little rough and you want to soften them, a little white vinegar in the rinse where you would put fabric softener, that section, a little white vinegar helps. It's a natural fabric softener. So, but yeah, now they say, you know, don't dry your acrylic. You can't dry your, no, just don't dry it on any high heats or medium high heats. Do it on anything from medium below. So I always just do it on delicate, and they've always come out fine.
Welcome in, Kimberly.
You have any tips? Oh, I missed Kimberly. I'm so sorry. Hi, Kimberly. If you see me looking down there, that's where my laptop is, and it shows me more of the chat in case I missed.
Right. Dawn, I haven't noticed anything, but I probably wouldn't unless it got really bad because we burn wood here in the house. So every time I step outside, it smells like fire outside. because we've got the chimney going. So
Yeah.
she
All
asked
right.
if I was smelling anything from the fires in North
Yeah,
Carolina.
I saw that. See. I'm so far out of it. I didn't even know there were fires, and now I
I
feel
can
really
believe
bad.
it. No,
One,
I
two,
I don't
three.
really watch the news or TV at all. Actually, if it doesn't come on YouTube, I probably didn't see it.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
Okay, it's 2 rows down, but luckily I'm almost already frogged up this entire row, so I only have to frog a little of the next row to get it. But that would look weird. You'd see. I mean, you might see it. You might not. That it's a
right,
slightly different sized. But if I tried to decrease it too much in the thing, then it would definitely look weird.
right. Well, Dawn, I hope that it don't end up affecting you, and I hope everybody down that way stays safe.
Yes, Dawn. Myrtle Beach. Wow.
Yeah, we're still hoping to get that way sometime.
Was that where you were going for your bike week?
Yeah, yeah, we were actually supposed to meet up with Dawn and everything, and then the hurricanes decided to change
Yeah.
plans. You know, the first time we ever went to Myrtle Beach, it was right after a hurricane had come through, where people were
Wow.
still staying, and a lot of the hotels were full with people that couldn't get back into their homes yet.
Yeah. I remember, was it the tornado? Did you have a tornado with all the, and you lost the electricity? Was that what that was? I
This last
confused me.
fall,
Yeah, and you went to
no,
the hotel, but like all the good ones were taken already.
no, that was actually the hurricane. That was the last hurricane that went through.
Okay.
It hit us, and then it went up to North Carolina and did all kinds of nastiness up there.
Wow. Yeah.
Fortunately, there are still people that are, you know, fighting to get their homes back and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, because if it damages it too much, and that's a horrible thought to lose, you know,
Yeah.
your home. Right? What is going on here? Oh, I've got too many. That's why this one came out wrong. I did decrease, but it's got too many. So I'll just do 3 together. And hopefully it won't look funky. Hopefully. Because I don't want to go back to however far along it was that. Oh, it's the next row. No, I don't want to do that. My blanket. I told my sister, I said, I'm keeping this one. She said, yeah, you are. Hi, Mary. How are you? Welcome in. Oh, that's good, Dawn. Yeah, you don't want winds. And expecting rains tomorrow night into Wednesday. That's that's gonna be good.
Yesterday it was really stinking windy here. We
Yeah.
went on a motorcycle ride, and man, we were getting pushed all over the place. We've been trying to spend a little bit more time outside, getting the yard together. We're expanding the girls' yard by probably about two and a half, three times the size that it is right now. We'll actually include when we're out, having a fire in our main fire pit. The girls will
Yeah.
be able to come out there with us because we'll have that whole area fenced in.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah. And we grill out in that area too. My girls are very smart and they listen when they're in the house at a 98% efficiency rate. If their noses get activated outside, that drops down to maybe a 2% efficiency rate.
Which is why we have a fenced in yard, because my dogs will come when I call, but if they smell something or they're off after that and then they get lost in the woods. I keep
Yep.
saying dogs still. I don't think that'll ever change. But yeah.
Hopefully, soon that will be true again.
Yeah.
Kendra, welcome in, sweetheart. Thank you for
Hi,
joining.
Kendra. Welcome in. I'm here, laughy face. Does that mean you're not really here? You're kinda here. I know that feeling. If anybody wants to drop their channel, just type shiny and it'll drop your channel so others can come and see you. And well, let's see if I have the right number now.
And you are tagged in tomorrow's video, Mel.
Oh, Emma?
Yeah, because I told everyone to come and watch a few of your videos to make sure that this monetization thing finally sticks. Um,
Uh,
and
it's like,
then
go ahead.
also because of course I had to use my fancy opening tool.
Well, I figure that's usually why I'm tagged, but but this monetization thing, I get the hours very next day, or whenever it updates, they're gone again. 50 hours of them. And I'm like, that's one of my Wednesday lives, just with everybody watching it.
Right.
But yeah. Oh, we will have a party. Oh, that's nice, Kendra. Kendra went to the cabin.
I got an awesome it's Happy Mail, but it's because she wanted me to tell her what I thought about the value of the box because one of our friends, Miss Wanda, is going to have mystery boxes available.
I kind of
So,
dropped the ball on that, didn't I? That's wonderful. I think that's wonderful.
she's sent me one. Of course, it was tailored to me, you know. Um,
Yeah. So pink,
oh yeah,
pink and gray.
oh, oh yeah, all the way. It's
You know,
a it's a
Wanda,
365-day rotating thing. So all the watch hours that Mel gets today will fall off next year.
the day before.
Yeah. Yeah, the day.
So, like the 2nd of March,
Right.
I have the hours. The 3rd of March, I've suddenly lost the hours I got for the 3rd of March last year.
Right.
And I have to, if I make less watch hours, say this year on the 3rd of March than I did last year on the 3rd of March, I'm going to have a deficit.
Right.
Yeah. And apparently I was better at doing videos. I was only doing one live, but I still wasn't near 4,000. So
Right.
you don't have to take it all on your shoulders, Terry. Just remember that. I love you anyway.
We will get you there. I've been hollering and I've been watching myself. I don't comment on them, but I've been having you playing. So
Thank you.
got you and Lisa going pretty much nonstop. You
How's
ladies, I
Lisa
real
doing?
high.
How's Lisa?
I think she's doing all right. She's been putting up a load of videos lately. It's to the real hot part of um the summer for Australia right now, and
Right.
she her live streaming in her upstairs with no AC. So
Oh,
real hot days, and she's got skin issues. I can't remember what it's called, but she gets real itchy and whatnot, and
eczema?
sore. I think so. I think it's eczema. Um,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
heat
that can't be
really,
good in the dry.
and she said the heat makes it a lot worse and whatnot, and she doesn't want to sit on a live and be scratching and itching and whatnot because her skin is driving her crazy, which I completely understand.
Mhm.
So while it's
Yeah.
real hot like this, she's just gonna do as many videos as possible, and hopefully people will come over and watch those videos. And hello Mara, welcome
Hello.
in, honey.
Hi, Mara. Mara, you showed up in my dream last night.
Mel,
Not like that, you weirdo.
I didn't mean it like that. I was gonna say, what you doing way over in the other side of the country?
Yep, yep, yep. I astral projected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Was you
Yep,
guys
yep.
out yarn shopping together?
No, actually, I was in a school, so it made sense that Mara was there. But I don't remember anything else. I just remember the feeling of where I was, and that
Right.
Mara was there. And you know who's shown up in my nap today and in my dream last night? Ray.
Well, you better get a
Apparently, I
hold of
need
that
to
one.
see more of my friends.
Right.
Hi, Trish. Welcome in, hon.
Your dreams think that you need to see more of your friends, and my phone is apparently trying to let me know that I need to call my friends once in a while. Because, I
Why?
told you guys last week about my phone calling Dawn while I was talking to the cat.
Yep.
Well, a couple days ago, I was watching a YouTube video and then, listening to a YouTube video as I was driving. Got to the store, turned my phone off, slid it into my pocketbook, walked into the store, right? So I'm getting into the produce section because I needed to get some bell peppers and some onions and whatnot because I was making stir fry for dinner.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I hear Jude saying, just a minute, I'll put my headset on. Just a minute, I'll put my headset on. I'm
You
like,
called Jude?
I'm like, why do I hear Jude? Why is Jude putting her headset on? So I pulled my phone out of my purse and I had video called Jude.
Aww. And she says she doesn't answer the phone for anybody but me. Lies, oh lies. Hi, Ray. Oh,
Well,
look, Ray just showed up. All right, Wildfire. Sometimes you wonder if you have prophetic dreams.
right? So I told Jude, I'm sorry, dear. I'm grocery shopping right now. I didn't mean to call you. Love you. I'll talk to you later.
Whereas I say, yeah, I'll let you go. Don't worry about it. And we're on for like an hour and a half more. Yeah, Mara, Ray's ears were burning. Uh, oh my gosh. So, Ray, I just saw your unicorns and dragons and dinosaurs oh my video. I'm excited.
I actually have a fiber that will work perfectly for dragons. So I'm going to not break tradition and I'm going to spin for the make along.
Cool. Maybe I'll try dyeing some fiber for the make, or some yarn for the make along or something like that. Because I've been wanting to get that stuff out and do it on the weekend. And I've got all the yarn in a box, and then I've got all my food coloring and my citric acid and my potassium powder, and I have the pans. And then now, do you need to steam set it still if you're food color dyeing it?
You can time set it if you want.
Okay. I just think it'd be something fun to do. And I said, Sarah, do you want to do this with me? And she's like, do what? And I'm like, dye yarn. And she went,
I mean, it's a lot faster to heat set it.
yeah.
But you most definitely can just set it in a pan or a bowl or a Ziploc
Yeah, but
bag and time set it.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have it on the stove with hot water and all that stuff. Does that count as heat setting it, or yeah? Okay.
Welcome in, Anita and Nisi. Welcome in, sweetheart. It's wonderful to see you.
Hello, Nisi, and did you say Sanita? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Sanita's here. Welcome in. Now I usually ask this, but I haven't yet. What is everybody up to? What is everybody working on?
And Dimitri, I have used vinegar, but I use citric acid and potassium powder. Vinegar stinks, and citric acid don't. So, but both work just as fine. I mean, it's literally you can use one or the other. You can use both if you truly want to. Oh, Okay, well, it came from me, but it's actually from somebody else. I don't remember, but I there should be a card inside that explains it, Nisi.
Oh,
If
that's so
if I
sweet.
would have known that you didn't actually know that it was coming, I would have messaged you, but I thought that they told you that it was coming. I like doing that. I love it when someone sends me a message and says, "Hey, I want a package to go to so and so, and I'd like
Yep,
to know to say this." You know.
yep.
Yeah, no, Nisi, it might be from Hooking and Stitching Island style.
Auntie, Antoinette.
Yeah, I think that's who it's from. Don't quote me, but I think that's who it's from.
Ooh, that sounds fun, Kendra. I'm glad you're doing better, Nisi.
One weight cotton. Ooh, that shawl's gonna be so pretty.
Yeah,
The thin yarns just make such a beautiful, drapey, lovely shawl.
yeah. And I mean, I never thought about using something other like hook size or needle size other than what the yarn calls for. But like if you use a bigger hook, oh, the drape comes out lovely.
Mm-hmm. I love getting a lace weight yarn and using like a 3.5 or 4 millimeter hook on it
Yeah.
because oh, the drape is just amazing. And then it doesn't feel like you're crocheting forever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh no, I gotta do tighter.
Well, little Miss Lady can climb almost all the stairs now.
Oh wow.
She needs a little bit of help to get up on the first step, and then she goes up the rest of them all by herself. She's she's figuring stuff out really fast.
Yeah. Well, they say pigs are very, very smart.
Yeah, and she's really getting into the routine. So Sassy has decided that Aria is her new favorite toy.
Oh,
She she crouches down and she watches her like she her butt gets a wiggling, and then she'll come running up to her and sniff her, and then she'll run away.
okay.
And then Aria runs up to her and she kind of gets real close to her, and then she'll turn around, she'll run away.
Oh, so they're playing tag.
Yeah, it's there's no meanness to it. Like when I say her new favorite toy, I mean more like toy like a playmate, not
Oh, I
like
know.
batter her around and beat her up kind of thing.
Yeah, Sarah was Schnook was I told her that this morning we have a mouse in the house and this dang mouse won't get it in its head, come on now. There's traps, poison traps, but they're sealed away from the dog,
Right.
you know. And we've had a mouse pass away on us before and the dogs left it alone. So I see a shadow out of the corner of my eye near the dog's water dish. And I'm like, it's smart enough to know where to go to get water. You know, it has figured out its way around the house. But Ziva got into a play crouch and stared at the water dish and was wiggling her butt up in the air, playing with the mouse. She needs a playmate. She needs a playmate. So, hi, Dragon Cat. Welcome in. Hi, Doggy Life. That's okay.
Make my cat purse.
All right.
I think I'm gonna have to order some chickens, Demetri, because we can't find any. Every time I go anywhere, they're all sold out.
Wow.
Chickens are a hot commodity right now.
That's because eggs cost a dang fortune.
Right?
I'm so excited for you, Demetra. Because I know you live off grid. So that'll be super helpful for you. What were you gonna say, Bridget?
Oh, I don't remember. Couldn't have been too important. We went and had our eyes done. Got our eye exams the other day.
Oh yeah.
$400 later.
Oh.
And the heck of it is my right eye stayed the same. My left eye got a little weaker. So only one lens is changing. Boy, they get you coming and going. You get scratch protection coverage. That's another 200 and some dollars. You want, you know, line bifocals versus non-line bifocals. That's another 200 and some dollars.
Yeah.
I tried to talk you into a second pair, and it's like, nah, that's all right. I'm already broke with one pair.
Yeah.
I haven't done that one, Kendra. I've done the Tree of Love, but I haven't done the Tree of Life one.
Oh, that's nice, Demetra. Her neighbor sells chicks, but they're not equipped to raise them from chicks, so he's gonna hold on to them until they're old enough and then to lay and then hand them over.
Well, that's awesome.
It's nice to know people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nightbot, that was bad. Ooh, Tree of Life that's done in a circle, Kendra. That sounds lovely. I've been wanting to do a Tree of Life pattern. There are a couple out there, but I think I have the same one you did, Bridget.
The Tree of
And
Love
then,
stitch blanket.
actually, maybe not. No, I remember you saying how many baubles are in that thing, and I was like, I'm not prepared for that many baubles. No, I
203 rows of baubles.
yeah, no. Mine's a cable one. Mine's a cable one.
I would have enjoyed the cables much more.
Yeah.
And I want to give it to someone for their wedding present, but I can't seem to figure out how to reach them in a direct message. So I guess it probably isn't going to happen.
Do they not have Facebook and you could find them on there and then message them?
Everything is that I don't know about Facebook. I've tried Instagram and I've tried YouTube. They don't have any way of contacting me directly, and the only way you can message them is if they follow you back.
Right.
So,
I'm sure you'll figure it out because it's something you truly want to get done and to them, and so I'm sure something will show up that'll light the way.
I hope so. I mean, I get I get why it is that way, you know,
Yeah.
but it sucks.
Yeah. Kendra, can you send me a link at some point, like in an email or Facebook message, to the pattern you're talking about, the tree of life in a circle? I'd love to see that. But go out of your way, honey. Thank you.
Yeah, I had to put my mosaic on the back burner until I get this stormtrooper blanket done. Orders that got to come before personal projects.
Right. Did I mess up again? No, I did not.
And all
Oh,
day Friday, I don't know. I knew it was Friday, but it didn't click in my head that it was Friday, and I needed to do my frantic Friday video. It didn't click in my head until Saturday. I'm like, oh, oops.
yeah. Yeah.
I was doing really good. My shorts have done pretty decent this week.
That's
And,
good.
you know, like 500 and some views, 600 some views. So,
Are they all of the baby?
um, actually, two of the ones that did the best were of my two were finished makes. One was dancing in the granny square sweater dress, and the other one was dancing in the royal celebration sweater.
Awesome.
Those two didn't do too bad at all. Oh, yeah, I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, Mara, we sold our last house because of the HOA. I couldn't stand that. Uh, owning something but still having to act like you rent it because you got to ask everybody else's permission if you can do stuff.
Yeah. Don't have to do that except when we're building up here.
Right.
And that's because, you might need a permit. I mean, you don't know. So,
We got one last strip of fiber to go. Yay!
yay. It's pretty. It looks purples and creams. And is that what it
Yeah,
is?
yeah, it's purple, a real light pink, almost a yellow tone and some gray. It's
Ooh,
like a muted aurora borealis colorway.
yeah.
I started spinning this a couple weeks ago, and then I was spinning with Crystal and Katie on Friday. Last Friday, Friday before that, something like that.
It was the one before, I think. Because I don't think I made it to this Friday and I saw you all.
So for every time we're gonna spin, Katie doesn't end up spinning.
But
But
she
she
looked
did,
awfully nice.
yeah, and she did a good job keeping up with all the writing everybody down.
Yeah.
I'm no good at that job.
Oh, let's do this. Thank you, Kendra.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Who's gonna get them?
Chuck, you got a membership. If you're still here, Chuck. And Wriggles and Sally Stevens, if Sally's done cooking. And Crochet Loving Meanie. And Kristen. Kristen, you got one too. Yay. Hi, Tammy, honey. How are you? How you feeling, sweetie?
Congratulations, everybody. I like the little lights going on behind you, Mel. I like that setup. It looks
They're,
cute.
they're sheep. Look, yours is little face. They're they're little puffball sheep, plastic ones, but I like to change up. I have a bunch of sets of these battery lights. Hi, Dawn Yarn Doll. How are you? Welcome in. I think I actually have some for St. Patty's Day. I'll just have to check and maybe change them out
Right.
for the moon.
She is in her bed sleeping. She had dinner right before we came on live, and then she decided that she was tired, so I put her to bed. She's
Oh,
actually pretty much about a foot behind the spinning wheel.
be safe, Dawn, and thank you for being a member for 7 months, sweetie. She's gonna go walk Bella and then come back.
Enjoy your walk, Dawn. Yeah, it was so funny. Earlier, I was sitting in here working on my corner to corner, and she had finished eating, and we went outside and came back in. So I decided to let her just run around and have some free time. Well, the king's out in the sewing room and he's doing schoolwork. He's been doing like 5 or 6 classes every day,
Mm-hmm.
and she walks up to him And she gets up on his foot and she rubs her belly on his foot, and then she goes and rubs her tuchus on his heel, and she gives a little grunt, and then she runs back in here.
Hi, Daddy. How are you? Did you miss me?
Yep. She's so funny because she'll come up and she'll straddle the top of my foot, and then she goes like this here and wiggles her belly, and then she'll just kind of lay out on the top of my foot.
Oh,
I got my
babies.
stretch now. Now I got my comfy spot, because my feet are so swollen that it's like probably for her it's like laying on great big pillows.
You're not bringing down the chat, Dawn. If you're not feeling well, you can't keep up with. Believe me, I know. I know, sweetie.
We are not robots. We have to do what is best for us. You can't be there. You can't be there.
I mean, heck, how many of the past lives have I been almost asleep by this time? I am almost weaned off of my gabapentin, by the way.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
so I don't know if that's making a difference, or I mean, I probably still would have been comatose Mel if I hadn't taken a nap, but I'll get there eventually. Hi, Anastasia. Welcome in. Oh, you're not late. It's just YouTube plotting and being an evil mastermind, not sending out notifications.
Besides that, we're never late. We're exactly where we need to be when we need to be there,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to live.
A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to.
That's right. Gandalf. Great.
Yes,
Very wise wizard indeed.
true.
And he's such a good actor. Like,
Oh gosh, yes. I love him. I love him.
his characters are so different from one another.
Range. It's that fish acting academy, whatever, wherever they all go to school. And then they do the West End and, you know.
I'm sending you love and light, Dawn. I hope that you can find some solace in this month.
Oh, wow, Dawn.
Uh,
Yeah. I can completely understand that. We're doing my bio dad's estate now, and we're finally going to be able to have a celebration of life for him. And it's been 4 months, but you can get to it when you can get to it, is the thing. And but I feel for you, sweetie. Sending you all the hugs. It really does, Mara. I could not believe it, but on the 7th, it'll be 4 months, and there are no words. There aren't any words. We will make it, Dawn. We'll make it. And we're there for each other, so.
Unfortunately, Kendra, I'm never ready for the dib sale. Boy, that would be nice, though.
Why don't you see if you could trade?
Well, I did a trade with her, with D. I did a bag, and I got a couple of her yarns from her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was very sweet and did that with me. And Mama G just sent me a couple. She said as a birthday gift.
Aww.
So I have some. It's just, you see the pretty yarn made by the people, and you want more of the pretty yarn, whether you have some or not. That's
Exactly.
just like, knowing that Joann's, all of them are going out of business. If I had, lottery type money, girl, I'd be going and buying every scrap of fabric I could get my hands on.
You'd be like, that's ugly, it's mine.
I've bought plenty of fabrics that are not my cup of tea, but a lot of times those are the fabrics that do best.
Yeah, but there are some that are downright like 1970s yellow orange kitchen. And I
Right.
like yellow and orange. I like all colors, but like they're like that weird off brownish orange linoleum color.
Yeah, grandma's couch.
Oh my god, my grandma's couch had plastic on it. I am not kidding. She's like, "You want to take a nap?" And I'm like, "No, it's hard as a rock and it's covered in plastic.
Right.
No, I'm going back to the guest room to take a nap if I'm taking a nap." And I swear the bedding in the guest room was still from the 1970s. It had not Afghan comforter, the one that was only this thin, but it, and you're like, how do I get warm? What? You're in
Mm,
Washington State. Come on. At least give me a blanket that's a blanket.
thank you for lurking, Tammy. We appreciate that.
All right, Tammy. Thank you.
I am a notorious lurker, so I love all the lurkers.
Yep. Bridget, did you make your no, you didn't make your thank you videos. You didn't
No,
make those.
no, I didn't. Jamie made those, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, Jamie has disappeared. She
I,
hasn't responded to any of my messages, so
I
I'm gonna
was
take
wondering
it.
what happened to her.
I don't know. I wish I knew because I miss her. She was a really nice girl. I really did enjoy spending
Yeah,
time with her. So
she was sweet and so talented in
very.
so many things. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Welcome in and happy to have you lurking.
Yeah, I found very quickly that in order for me to support my friends and have content to show my friends that watch, I can't actively participate in all the chats because then I won't have anything to show in my videos.
Oh, I have been busy this last weekend. I told you I was thinking of joining in that year of dishcloth thing.
Right.
So I went through and made a list of all the dishcloths they've made so far, so I can catch up. You know, and where I
You
don't
already
stick.
made it through almost 2 whole seasons.
I know, but I don't stick to that all that. Gotta show it on when I'll show it on Wednesday. But this is a live. I finished 5 dishcloths already.
Wow.
And the first one was the hardest because it was, oh no, you're tilting. It was granny squares.
Mm.
It's 12 tiny granny squares around one granny square, and you had to sew them on. I'm like, I wonder if I can crochet them on, but then I put them on wrong. And then I was like, okay, I'll just take them out. Oh no.
Sorry for your loss, Anastasia.
Oh, I'm sorry, Anastasia. But I did that one, which is called Grannies in a Square. I did the passion flower. Now, I only have the cotton I have available, so you're going to see a lot of the same colors. I did the cornflower.
That one's pretty.
Yeah. Ooh, hearing aids. I did the Easter bunny.
Oh, I like that one. That is really cute.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I did the tulips today.
I like that one too. That's pretty.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure about using some of those as actual washcloths, but
I know. There's a lot of white in it. They've got white
right.
as like they've got like white as the background for every washcloth, and I'm like, and it's a dishcloth, not a wash. They're calling it
Right.
a dishcloth. I'm like, first off, white for dishes? No. Or wiping up your kitchen counter. Dolly Parton's husband of 60 years just passed. Okay.
Hello, Karen. Welcome in. Yeah, there was another actor and his wife just passed away too. Um, he was the bad guy in The Quick and the Dead.
Oh, the Clint Eastwood version?
The one with Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Oh, okay. Not the Clint Eastwood version then.
Um, Gene Hackman?
Gene Hackman's wife died. Oh, okay.
Oh no, him and his wife.
What? Was
Yeah,
it like an
him, his
accident?
wife, and the dog were all found in the house.
Oh.
Yeah. They don't know what's happened yet.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if it was like a carbon monoxide poisoning or.
They don't know. So far, everything is saying negative, but they've sent stuff off to toxicology and whatnot. The animals that were outside were fine, but the dog that was in the house had passed away with COVID.
Oh. I mean, I feel bad for the people too, but to hear that an animal, yeah.
Yeah, the
Hi,
dogs that were
Karen.
outside are fine from what I've heard.
So
Negative for
negative
carbon
for
monoxide.
carbon monoxide. Yeah.
There was like no like visual injuries on either of them. So
Tammy has a theory. Tammy's playing detective. She thinks he passed away and she took meds and dog ate some of the meds that spilled. But dogs don't like meds. They're bitter.
right.
They don't just eat them. They have to either be given them or they have to be covered in like liverwurst.
Right. Well, we'll see. You know, they'll come out with a report, I'm sure.
Yeah. Gene Hackman played a lot of bad guys, but I heard he was a nice guy, you know? I think. I think that's what I heard about him. I always enjoyed watching him.
Yeah, he was a good actor.
Yeah. Oh, Anastasia thinks the dog might have starved. They didn't find him for 9 days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know they were checking his pacemaker to find out when the last episode was recorded with the device.
Wow. And when we were talking about Ian McKellen, who plays Gandalf, I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking it's going to be a horrible day for a lot of people when he finally goes. And then Patrick Stewart, his best friend, will probably. I think they're deep down soulmates, best friends, and he'll probably just go out of sadness, unless it's another way. I love true crime.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's the puzzle of it, the figuring out the who, the why, the what, and
Yeah,
can't stand
my
what people do to each other, but
oh
figuring out
god.
who did it and why they did it and how they did it.
Well,
I'm not
most of the
watching.
true crime I watch is like cold case files and stuff like that. And every once in a while, they solve the cold case file, you know? And there, there's a show called Cold Case Files that used to be on Discovery.
Yep.
And my sister and I were watching it, and it was a stalker turned murderer. And it was down where we used to live. And it
Right.
turned out they found out 12 years later who it was. And, he went to jail and everything. Bye, Mara. Have a great night. Thank you so much, sweetie. But it turned out he was a DJ, a local DJ. And my sisters and I had all gone to his shows. Like gone to the teen club when he was there, and I'm like, oh my God, I know somebody on coke, and it's not I didn't know the victim, but
Right. Yeah, I'm with you, Ray. Unsolved mysteries. Oh my goodness.
oh God, yeah. Love that.
Yeah, I'm addicted to the puzzle. And that's one thing I've always naturally been good at is puzzles.
Oh, I love jigsaw puzzles. I used to do puzzle books, the magazines, and yeah.
Yep.
And now my dad and my sister hate me because we're watching a TV show or a movie, and my mouth blurts out before my brain can stop it. Oh, it's that one. And they're like, why do you think it's that one? And then 5 minutes later, they're like, how did you know that? And I'm like, I've seen way too many TVs and movies and read too many books. And, you know,
Yep.
forensic files to fall to sleep to.
I
And
used to
then you
do that.
dream of, go ahead.
I used to do that too. Fall asleep for forensic files.
Yeah, but then you dream. See, with me, I dream so vividly. I'd be like, why am I in a forest, and suddenly somebody's chasing me? Nope.
I
I
don't
just put
generally get
on,
to deep enough realm of sleep to dream.
I just put on heavy. I put on the Sirius XM on my Lady in the Box, and it's the new alternative channel. So it's a mix of the king's favorite kind of screaming, and which has never been, what I'm really into, but so
Yeah, it's funny because I like some Nirvana. Other Nirvana is way too heavy for me. I love
yeah,
Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Metallica, but some of it's too heavy for me. When they get
yeah.
into the mic, yeah, I'm good. Thank you. If I
There's
can understand
actually
the words, you know.
there's actually a lot of that on this channel, but there's a lot of, like, when alternative with the melodious, and it's angsty, but it's good music. And Ray's like, none of those are heavy. Metallica can be pretty heavy. They were considered heavy metal. Guns N' Roses, rock, that AC/DC, he liked to yell. He liked to yell. You gotta admit that. Ray.
But I love the Back in Black CD. Like, I love that CD. Almost every song on it, you know. But then there's other ones that are just no, thank you.
Actually, AC/DC was more of a screamer. He had that higher pitched, you know. Oh, this is how we get Ray to talk, huh?
Right.
And we also say, pink is a lovely color, Ray. You should wear it more often.
Oh, she's gonna get you for that one.
No, she not. No, she not. Except she hasn't responded. I think she's already making her way towards my house. Save me, Bridget. Save me. Oh, that is true, Ray. That is true. Bridget does look amazing in pink. Ray, did you get to see? Where is it? It was over here. I made a hat, and the yarn was your colors.
That's pretty.
I did, yeah. It was just a simple crochet, and it's chunky and everything, and it's so soft. And I found a palm that worked for it. So, isn't it, Ray?
Is that one of those cupcakes?
No, this one is a loops and threads charisma.
Okay.
It's a, I think that, I don't remember if it's a 5 weight or a 6 weight. And it's now covered in my hair, my dog's hair, my other dog's hair. So,
Well, hand it here. I'll run it through my new washer and get all that dog hair right off of
yay, new washer and
it. Yeah.
dryer.
Yeah. And it's even got a fancy pet filtration system to take all the pet hair off of our clothing.
I've heard about those in the newer ones.
And I figured, between the 2 dogs, the 900 billion cats, the pigs, and spinning and sewing and, knitting and crocheting, there are plenty of fibers in this house that could be taken off of the clothes.
Yep. Yeah, I like the charisma too, Kristen, and it's so soft. It's so soft.
Yeah, the first load it gave me an error code, but since then it hasn't done anything bad, so I don't know what happened there. But other than that, it's been perfect, and
No
one thing,
more laundromat.
depending on like what setting you put it on, it can take a good bit longer to wash clothes than my old washer did. But
Yeah,
they're very nice and clean when they come out, so I'm not going to complain about the time that it takes.
yeah.
Especially with like his clothes from work with that rubber smell on them and stuff.
Ooh, yeah,
He's in
no.
a tire factory, so he comes home smelling so lovely. Ugh.
Oh,
Especially
that's a good idea. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
right, Kristen. That would be a good washer for felting. Yeah, like this one, if you put it on a heavy duty wash, it takes 2+ hours.
Yeah, mine does too. I think that might be all the front loaders, you know, because if I add a rinse or a spin, you know, it'll bump it from 45 minutes up to like an hour and a half.
Right.
And I'm like, a rinse and a spin don't take that long.
No, but I mean, like I said, I mean, the machine's doing all the work. All I got to do is put stuff in there, take stuff out. I mean, it don't bother me how long it wants to take to do its job. You know.
Does it play you a nice little song when it's done?
It does a little tune, and the first couple of days, Khaleesi was not happy with that. Anything new in the house, or
Right.
even like if something gets moved, she goes on high alert, and there's a new sound in the house,
Oh,
and I
yep.
have to call them and to get the numbers to hook it up because the QR codes are too small or whatever. My phone's not picking them up. But I got an app that I can remotely run my washer and dryer from my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you get a Samsung?
Maytag.
Maytag. Okay, yeah, Samsung has an app too. But
Yeah.
I live in a house that literally takes me 20 steps to get from one end to the other, you know? So I'm like, why would I? Because I'm not going to run it. I'm not going to set it up and run it when I'm out of the house.
Right.
Yeah. But
I just wanted to put it on my phone just because that way I'll have something right in front of me that says, "Hey, your washer's done."
yeah.
Because I forget what I'm doing. But in reality, I mean, the washer and dryer's in the next room. I take 2 steps across the hall and I'm in there.
I'm sorry about that, Kristen.
Yeah, we had to take our tax refund this year and get a new washer and dryer because mine decided that it had enough. But I mean, it was good 15 plus years old, so
Oh, wow.
can't complain. Really can't
Well,
complain.
that's a good life cycle on that.
And I'm pretty
Especially
sure
if
the
you
guy
were
that came and
doing.
got it fixed it and resold it.
Oh,
It was just one of those deals like around here, it's a minimum of $75 to get a repairman just to come to your house.
yep.
And then you've got to order the parts, which they're going to get you cost you to charge you a premium for, and the time to put it in, and everything else. And by that time, you're $500-600 into a repair when you could just add a couple $100 to that and get a brand new one.
Yep.
So economically, it just didn't really make any sense. What I did is I put them on Facebook Marketplace and sold them. And like I said, a repair guy came and bought them that has a repair shop, and he's going to fix them and sell them, and they'll work for someone else for a good long time.
Which is a wonderful thing.
Right. And I took that money and bought a piggy.
The circle of life. I
Right.
can't sing on tune today. I'm off tune really bad. Wow, you guys know so much about everything.
Yeah. Back in the day, you could have something and it would last you a good long time. But now everything is built to throw away and get a new one.
Yeah.
So I try to use things until they can't be used no more, unless it's going to cost an arm and a leg to repair it.
Mm-hmm.
You got any special plans for the month, Mel? For the channel wise, anyways?
I plan on having a full monetization slash podiversary party. I plan on it.
Well, that would
You
be
have
an
a good
awesome party to have, for sure.
you have a good night, Dragon Cat. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's, it'd be really nice if you could combine them both together because,
Yeah,
parties take so much.
they
It doesn't
do.
seem like it. It just seems like you're just sitting here on a screen in front of a video camera or, whatever. But it takes so much to coordinate everything and get the information to the right people. And
Yep. But I think we'll get there this month. So,
will it to be so? I'm hoping to have this corner to corner done in the next couple of weeks and get back on track with Witchy Wednesday and then get back on track with my mosaic. And I have a couple new people I want to introduce the friends to this month. Jude told me about them and they're brand new. So
oh,
hopefully I'll be able to get that video out in the next day or two as well.
That'll be fun. I love meeting new friends.
Right? The one lady, she's got 3 videos up. She's brand spanking new. That will be fun to put those out.
Yep.
Uh-oh, a baby woke up.
She's staring at you.
I have the blanket down because she'll
Uh-huh.
sleep a little bit better when the lights aren't shining in on her. So I put a blanket over the top of her crate.
But you can hear and see her moving around in there.
I can hear her. It sounds like she's just trying to root around and get her blankie over the top of her again.
Oh, you tuck her in?
Oh, yeah, she likes to have her blankie.
Kristen, Jude, and Mr. Pajamas, they were taking a break, but I think they figured, I'm not going to speak for them, but I think they figure maybe it was too much for them with Mr. Pajamas having a job and him having to do all the editing and everything, and he has found a new passion. So,
which I will have a review video out on that pretty soon because I am absolutely in love with these bobbins. Like, I watched Lori from Lori's Stories and Crochet fight with untangling her bobbins, and she just was having a time. And she's got the bobbin plus she's got a clip, so every time she goes to use a bobbin, she's got to unclip the clip and clip the other clip and unhook the. I'm like, oh, good God, that's an awful lot, to go through for doing some color work. I mean, color work is beautiful, but damn, So I was a little intimidated.
Yeah, I didn't know there were actual bobbins. All I knew about were like get the really big clothespins and wrap it around. And I'm like, that's not enough yarn for 2 passes, even on a short span of color, to do it around a clothespin. So I would make a ball, and then I would put it in a Ziploc bag, and I would tighten the Ziploc bag up so it couldn't unravel, and then just pull it out when I need yarn, and they would just hang off the blanket.
Right.
But if they hang too far, then they tangle. And they always hang too far. So Hi,
I have not
Nessa.
had that problem with Jude's Mr. Pajamas and bobbins. I have not had that problem. A couple
Ooh,
times while I was figuring out how to use the little yarn catch that's built into the bobbin, it
yeah.
fell off. But since I figured out how to hook it on there good, I have not had that problem. I have not had tangling issues. The worst I've had to do is flip them around.
Huh.
Like, yeah. And you've seen, I've got right now, I think I have 11. Currently, I have 11 bobbins on that blanket.
Wow.
And there's points where there's over 20 bobbins going to be on it for one row.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm very happy that they sent me as many as they did. And the size of the bobbin is highly important. You don't want them too big where they're going to weigh your project down. But at the same
Yeah.
time, you also don't want to choose the smallest ones unless you're constantly wanting to rewinding them and tying on new yarn. So choosing the right size bobbin and not overfilling the bobbin, very, very important. It's been a learning process, but I'm
Hmm.
really enjoying them.
That's wonderful.
So,
Yeah, they're a great couple, guys. They're great. They're like Bridget and the King.
they really are a wonderful couple. I hear you. Uh huh.
I hear her. Those are happy grunts, though. Those are happy little baby grunts. Oh, she's
I
like,
think
Mama, I know you're out there.
uh huh.
Is it not Anastasia? Too precious.
She says, I'm so rotten. Yes, I am.
Oh, how can you talk about your baby like that?
She is quite rotten. Trust me. And I wouldn't have it any other way. You have a wonderful night, Kendra. Thank you for joining us tonight, sweetheart.
Have a great night, Kendra. Sleep well, sweetie.
Yeah, we've been working real hard on learning. Just because we have woke up from a nap, it doesn't mean it's time to eat yet. And learning that, if mama says no, that means no. We're not going to throw a temper tantrum. got to figure those things out now so we don't have temper tantrum big piggies when we're bigger. So
Yeah.
but she's so funny. She follows me around, and generally if I'm standing somewhere and she's out and about, she is right between my feet.
That's because you're her people, Mommy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she stays right between my feet.
So how many weeks is she now?
4.
Oh, she's still so tiny.
Yeah, but she can eat. She completely eats from a bowl now. I'm giving her a mixture of baby cereal, milk, and I cooked her up a, oh, what kind of squash was it? I can't remember.
No, that sounds good for her, though.
Yeah. She really, really likes it. Every once in a while, I give her just a little bit of squash all by itself. This is a little snack in between meals.
Yeah.
And we got her some piggy treats, but she's not quite big enough for them yet. But they're specially formulated for little bitty piggies.
Have you introduced her to Tiny yet?
Yep.
And what does he think of the baby?
Oh, he was happy as happy could be. He was chuffing. She was chuffing. I haven't let her go inside yet just because she is so tiny and things happen so quickly.
Yeah.
But they have gotten to see each other through the gate. So, and every time we go outside to go potty and she squeaks a little bit, he'll start chuffing out there. You know, he's close enough where he can hear her. I'll
Yeah.
start chuffing back at her and just give me a nice thin yarn.
Nice. Then you'll have to decide what you want to do with it.
Right.
She already put herself back to sleep.
She's not sleeping yet, but she's just winding down, yeah. Yeah, it's just like dealing with a human baby. You got to teach them that they can soothe themselves, that you don't need to run to them every time they have a want
Right.
or a need, you know.
Right.
Because that's how you end up with spoiled babies, then spoiled kids, then jerk teenagers.
No, you end up with jerk teenagers no matter what. Don't worry about it. It's all, you know that. You know that.
There's a jerk teenager at home, and then there's the jerk teenager that's getting brought home by the police. You know?
Yeah. No, you don't want that version.
I mean, isn't that all teenagers, Sally? I mean, hell, even I was a jerk.
It's the hormones.
Right? Thought I knew everything. I And there was a good bit of it I wasn't far off with, but then there was some that, yeah, I sure didn't know shit about that.
Yeah.
But the whole bill paying and responsibility part, I had that down.
Well, that's just because it was put on you at way too young of an age,
Right.
in your own family. So you were ready for it when you had to do it on your own.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. I did a fractal spin. So the one bobbin I split into like, I think it was like 9 or 10 pieces, something like that, if not more. And the second bobbin, I only split the fiber into 4. So
Oh,
the color will last a lot longer in the one that's split in 4.
right.
So all the colors will play together so nicely.
And now my room has cooled down. Time to put the sweater back on.
That's what the house has been like the last few days. It's hot outside. It's cold outside. It's cold in the house. It's hot in the house.
Yeah. I get cold if I'm not moving around. So, like, during the winter, when I go lay down to go to bed, I always have to have the heated blanket on because I will, like, end up shivering and, shaking under the covers, and then you can't get to sleep that way.
Right.
And my dad and my sister have their rooms set to like 65 and 63, and I've got mine set to 68 at all times. Oh,
See, I like my room to be nice and chill when I'm sleeping, but I sleep with the heating pad on my back.
yeah.
But I want to snuggle it down underneath my blanket and my big quilt year round. So I want my bedroom to be nice and cool so that I can snuggle into my blanket.
Well, I would do that, except my nose gets like ice cold, and then that chills off the rest of my body. And so I just go with the warm everything, and then somewhere in the middle of the night, I start kicking things off. And oh, I'm starting to worry. I'm hitting that late in life, midlife change, because even without the heated blanket on, I have been sweating under my covers. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm getting, Nessa.
Thankfully, mine are only just starting, and as of right now, it seems that the king is that is the trigger for the night sweats. Because I'll be perfectly comfortable temperature, and then he rolls over and puts his hand on my hip or my belly or on my leg or in the middle of my back. It doesn't matter. It's in no kind of touchy feely type of way. It's literally we're both sleeping. He touched me, and I instantly start melting, as if someone has dropped me into the center of a volcano, and I
Wow.
don't have any antiperspirant. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, get off me. Oh, it's just so gross. Oh, it's gross. And 0 out of 10, do not recommend.
Well, see, I'm on the depot shot, so that's supposed to like delay and all that. And I'm like, I don't know if that's really doing anything there.
I knew I would go early because of having the hysterectomy when they found the cancer.
Yeah.
So my back's so bad that I got to have this heating pad or I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah. I finally got to go see pain management, and I have to go see a chiropractor before pain management can get the okay from the insurance to give me shots. And then they're like, well, we give steroid shots, and I have prednisone on my allergy list. And and he's like, and it's usually prednisone. And I'm like, can't you do another steroid? And he's like, well, what were your symptoms? And and I told him, but I told him I was on it for 2 months at 4 times a day. He's like, oh, anybody would have that kind of reaction that long, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, I tried taking it again for only like a week and I started having symptoms, but maybe they were psychosomatic. And he also said when you get a shot of it versus taking it orally, you tend to have less symptoms,
Right.
if any at all. So I said I will give it a shot. I am not, I am not adverse to treatments. I will literally give it a shot, but first, before the insurance will okay it, I have to either do physical therapy or chiropractic instead. And I was like, no more physical therapy. It just puts me in more pain.
Right.
Oh, and Nessa, I don't think you were here. I am almost completely weaned. After this week, I'll be weaned off of the gabapentin. So there were just too many cons versus what might have been. Uh, Shot is more direct. Um, I, I, I'm not sure yet about the less sleepy, but I had also gained almost 16 pounds or more. So I was just like, the cons, even if I'm getting some relief, I'm not getting total relief. If it were like magical and I got total relief from my pain, I'd be like, yeah, okay, we'll figure out a way.
Right.
But no. Um, I stayed up all day yesterday, but we went to bed early. I mean, so I'm still struggling a little, but I didn't take a nap or lay down or anything. We just ended up going to bed an hour early for me, which usually I'm so exhausted by 8 p.m. even if I take a nap.
Right.
So yeah, and it wasn't helping me sleep at night. It was just making me exhausted all throughout the day. I was still waking up a bunch. And so I have other sleep aids. So, no, it's not in your head. And my friend Maddie used to work in a pharmacy, and she looked in her pharmacy book that she still has, and the second most common side effect for gabapentin is weight gain. So doctors may not know that, but pharmacists do.
I had to stop taking it because it was increasing my swelling. And
Yeah.
I don't need any help in that department at all.
No.
And I definitely been thinking about getting back and drinking coffee again because I need the natural diuretic.
And you love your coffee.
I do. I miss it. I just need to have the control to balance where it's not, that's not the only thing that I'm intaking.
Well, I think you being off of coffee for so long proves that you can do it.
Yeah, can, want to. You know.
It's like me with my Reese's.
Right. You know, it's like one of those things like I'm really good about not going and buying ice cream all the time, right? But if there's ice cream in the house, I'm going to have a bowl every night. It's going to be a little bowl, but I'm going to have a bowl every night.
Yeah.
You know, and so I only allow myself to buy the ice cream every once in a while. Where with my coffee, I have to make it today if I want it tomorrow.
Oh,
So
that's right. You drink it iced, right?
yeah, I drink cold brew.
Yeah.
So it's easy for me to tell myself no when it's, well, I'd have to wait 24 hours before I could even drink some. It's not easy for me to tell myself no when it's right out there in the refrigerator.
You'll get that balance. I have to get off the sugary drinks again. They're hurting my stomach a lot. And I think half of why I'm laying down in the afternoon is I'm not feeling well, as opposed to being tired, because I lay down and, my body relaxes and I start to, and it helps with the discomfort and pain, but I can't sleep. So it's like I'm just laying there.
Right.
Okay, Nessa, thank you. Yeah. I might be nearing my threshold for the evening. We've been on almost 2 hours.
We'll give it another 6 minutes and call it 2 hours even.
Oh, definitely. So if anybody wants to drop their channel or a joke or anything like that, go right ahead.
I probably got another hour or so of spinning before this will be done.
We made great progress, though.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a pretty Hank. I think it's gonna work out to be some really pretty Easter type colors.
Ooh.
tell. And like where the gray meets up with like the pink, it almost looks purple.
Okay, Nessa. Yeah, I worried about that. Well, can't wait to see what you make, Dawn and Nessa. I finally caught back up to where I was on my blanket.
That's good.
And I think everything's decreased correctly, so.
Yeah, it's been forever since Dawn and I had a work night where we worked through the night chit chat. I'm finding a few, all night owls or night owls here on the YouTubes here lately. Camila
Yeah.
she's definitely a night owl.
I've caught Camille a couple of times late at night when I had insomnia.
Yeah, it surprised the heck out of me to see your name pop up in there in the middle of the night. I'm like, that's different.
I'm sleep YouTubing. No, I'm not. But
Well, as long as you're not doing a Mama G and kitty shopping.
nope, cannot afford that. So I have some awfully nice things for prizes for the party coming up whenever the party comes up. Or at least I think I'm sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of parties, I need to get a hold of Steve and let him know what bags I took out of the shop and sent to people today. I forgot to message him earlier.
The one thing about this yarn is, well, now it's not doing it. It is staticky when you work with it for a while. Like it will just cling to my sweater. It's magnetizing to my pajama pants.
The static has been bad down here the last couple of weeks. I'm getting in and out of my car, touch something, get shocked.
Yeah. Oh, Nessa, you've sleep shocked? Oh.
Thankfully, I've never done that.
I sleepwalk, I sleep talk.
Same.
I will go get snacks, but I won't eat them. You know? But
yeah, pretty much everything in my sleep.
But I just hope there is never a day that I go online and, because all it's going to do is overdraw me.
Right. So. Same. Excuse me. King's up there watching Sons of Anarchy.
What? Ray? Are you sure that your kids didn't order that? Because that sounds like something your kids would have ordered, and then you would have been like, wait, who ordered this? And they would have been like, you did, Mom. Yeah, it sounds like something they would have done.
Right? Especially the waffles. Victor
Yeah.
cheese. If he's anything
I'm
like my dogs and Dawn's dog, Victor definitely wanted the cheese.
Oh, Ziva loves cheese too. When Ruby was still here, Ruby needed meds twice a day. And so each girl would get half a slice of cheese in the morning and half a slice of cheese at night because I'd be mushing up Ruby's meds in the cheese. And she was such a food hound that she would just be like, wow, wow, wow. Didn't even care. Like a pill popped out one time and she scarfed it up off the ground. And I'm like, ew.
Right? Yeah, Khaleesi's like that. If it's people food, she will eat it. Coco, on the other hand, is a dainty little witch, and she won't eat it unless her jealousy kicks in. If she thinks Khaleesi's getting something that she's not getting, then she'll eat it because, well, Khaleesi's getting it, so obviously she wants some too.
Ziva would do that about apples or bananas or, the sweet fruit. Her favorite, though, are the green beans, the snap peas, the greens.
Yum yum. Yes, please.
Yeah, and when I have them fresh from the garden and I'm snapping green beans at the sink, that's how I found out that she loved them because she ran away with it. And I'm like, you're just hiding that. And there she was, grinning from ear to ear, chomping down on it. And she came running back for another one. And then, I got a little video of her. Maybe that'll be a thank you video, is her little video of her just grinning and.
Right. I think I'm going to take the jumping video from Aria and turn that into one of my videos
Oh, that'll be cute.
because that was just too cute.
Well, I'm glad you didn't click through um, on that order, Nessa, especially if, it wasn't in your budget. All right. I think it's time that Mel goes to bed before I mess up the blanket again. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week and a great start to the month. We have enjoyed having you, Angela. Thank you very much. And you should all shine bright, because you are stars. Shine bright like the stars you are, because you are. You got anything to add, Bridget?
No.
Hey, Jerry. Yeah, we're going now, Jerry. Sorry, I talked over you. I'm so sorry.
You're fine, sweetheart. I've been doing it all night. Darn internet makes it, the lag just.
It's not that bad of a lag. It's really not that bad.
But I still feel bad.
Well, I feel bad. I've been talking over you as far as I'm concerned, so. Ooh, my hair looks red in this light. I like it.
Brown with a red tinge. It's very pretty.
I like it. All right. We will see you guys next week on Bridget's channel, okay? All right. Love you all. Bye.